In the blood-soaked sagas of Norse mythology, where the fates of kings are woven by Norns and vengeance is a sacred duty, few characters burn with as much tragic intensity as Högni, often anglicized as Hogni. A figure rooted in the Volsunga saga and the epic Poetic Edda, Hogni's tale is one of bravery, loyalty, fraternal conflict, and the doomed curse of the Andvaranaut, the golden ring that brings ruin to all who possess it. His life and death are inextricably tied to the legendary Gjúkungar family and the never-ending cycle of betrayal and retribution that defined Norse heroic literature. Högni is often portrayed as the son of Gjúki, king of the Burgundians, and the brother of Gunnar, Gudrun, and sometimes Giselher. His family becomes entangled with the Volsungs through Gudrun's marriage to Sigurd, the dragon-slaying hero who kills Fafnir and claims his cursed treasure. The Andvaranaut, once owned by the dwarf Andvari and cursed to bring death to all who possess it, plays a central role in Högni's tragic path. After Sigurd's death, brought about by betrayal and political intrigue involving Gunnar and Högni, the brothers find themselves custodians of the doomed hoard of Fafnir. Though sources differ on Högni's level of guilt in Sigurd's murder, some versions suggest he reluctantly took part, while others depict him as innocent or manipulated by his brother and others around him. In either case, the curse is sealed. Later, Högni becomes embroiled in the events of the Atlakvida and Atlamal, poems from the Poetic Edda that recount the bloody climax of his story. Here, Högni and Gunnar are summoned by Atli, based on the historical Attila the Hun, who is married to their sister Gudrun. Atli invites them under the pretense of reconciliation, but his true intention is to claim the cursed treasure for himself. Though warned by ominous dreams and Gudrun's coded messages, Högni and Gunnar accept the invitation, guided by honor and fatalism, common themes in Norse heroism. Upon their arrival, they are captured by Atli's men. Refusing to reveal the location of the treasure, Högni is brutally executed, his heart cut out while he is still alive. In some versions, it is said that Atli receives the heart of a cowardly thrall instead, and only realizes the truth when he later witnesses the defiance of Högni's brother. Gunnar, left alive, taunts Atli with the knowledge that only he and Högni knew the treasure's location, and now it is lost forever, buried at the bottom of the Rhine. Högni's courage, even in death, seals the fate of the treasure and denies it to the greedy Atli. Högni is remembered in Norse myth not for divine powers or magical artifacts, but for unyielding bravery, loyalty to kin, and the stoic acceptance of fate. He represents the Norse ideal of the warrior who meets death with honor, even when death is inevitable and mercy is not an option. In the broader mythological landscape, Högni's story is a cornerstone of the Nibelung tradition, echoed in later Germanic tales such as the Nibelungenlied, where he appears as Hagen, a more villainous figure. In that tradition, his loyalty to King Gunnar, and his cold pragmatism often blur the line between heroism and brutality. Yet in the original Norse sagas, Högni remains a tragic hero, caught in the grinding gears of destiny and doomed bloodlines. Modern interpretations of Högni are few, but he occasionally appears in retellings of the Volsunga saga, dramatizations of the Nibelung legends, and works inspired by Viking Age literature. He stands as a figure of quiet strength, a reminder that even in the face of curses, betrayal, and certain doom, a man can choose to die with honor and integrity. For followers of Norse paganism or modern Asatru, Högni may represent the path of duty over comfort, truth over fear, and the acceptance of a fate that cannot be escaped. His tale speaks to the grim beauty of Norse myth, that strength lies not in avoiding death, but in meeting it, unflinching, with eyes open and heart unshaken. The legacy of Högni endures not through triumph, but through tragedy. He is a warrior of the old world, flawed, fated, and unforgettable. In his silence before Atli, his refusal to betray his brother, and his stoic suffering, Högni becomes more than a character. He becomes a symbol of the warrior's spirit and the eternal struggle between greed and honor.